So besides Salinas, anything to avoid?
No, you can ask me about anything. Just not Salinas.
I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the first episode of the Press Talk Sports Live in a very long time. Thank you for sticking with us. I am your host, Jeff Weisinger, sports editor here at the Press. And we have a special episode today because we have a special story, which has been like a year and a half or 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
Joining me today, I have to get into joining me today from Liberty Softball, Madison Tuttle. First off, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in during finals. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, getting ready for that big race coming up this weekend. But other than that, school's going good and stuff.
So the big race, Sonoma Winter Jam this weekend.
Yeah.
So I want to ask first off, just talk to me about Sonoma Winter Jam. What is that? And
so in NorCal, like Northern California, we don't have a lot of stuff. So this is like
I haven't noticed.
This is one of the biggest things up here. So there's like upwards of 250 cars probably. Like there's a lot. So it's just a big automotive scene up there. Strictly drifting too. So they're pretty strict up there, especially with safety too. But it's just a huge fun event.
I feel like with the Christmas break coming up, there's like a huge way to kind of like let off a lot of steam and just kind of kick off the Christmas holiday on a high note. Is that kind of how you kind of going into this?
Kind of, yeah.
So like I said earlier, we've been trying to do this story for the last year and a half, pretty much since we met and started covering you on softball.
Yeah.
You come from a racing family.
Yes, I do.
So your dad raced boats, right?
Yeah, he raced boats.
And then your brother races too.
He does sprint cars
and
on dirt.
Okay. In Antioch or?
Yeah.
And then did you just kind of fall into it? Or was it kind of like, okay, everyone else is doing this kind of thing? Like, how did you get involved in all this?
So I started off in these like go-kart type cars. They're called quarter midgets.
Okay.
So it's like pretty small and it has a cage over it.
Okay.
But my brother started off in those and then I ended up getting put in one at 4.5. So I was a little girl just out there with a wheel in my hand, just going around a track. But that led to one thing and another. But softball, then I had to switch to that because that comes first. So it's just strictly softball until I was 13. I got my first real car, which was, I don't know if you've seen it on my account. It's a blue Nissan.
Yeah, I think I might have.
So that was my first car, 350Z. And then just kept on doing that, softball, trying to balance it. Then I got my current car, which I'm now driving.
Which is going to be, which you're driving in this weekend.
Yeah.
Was that, I think I saw a clip from yours, the wrap getting done. Was that yours?
Yeah.
That's
so I got
awesome.
A fresh new wrap.
That came out so clean.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was just like, I may be missing this. I want to ask about that because I know when we met, it was through Liberty Softball and everything. And that's kind of how I found out about your racing. Talk about balancing that. And I asked that because both are very demanding sports.
Yeah.
Right? Racing in general, drifting racing, it's not, you don't just hop in and out of it. Same with softball for that matter. What's it like kind of balancing that alongside school on top of that?
So if we put school out of the picture, because sometimes I go on break and stuff, but softball is usually, like for Liberty, it's weekdays and sometimes weekends, but with travel, it's like weekends. And drifting, here comes school. School is full weekday. And then sometimes I'll have a free weekend, which maybe like once every like 5 weekends I'll get like a free weekend with a drift day. But it's just so hard. Like that's why I've only been to not that many because it always lines up not right. Because it's always softball when there's a drift event and then softball always comes first.
I just hate when things get in the way.
Yeah, it's tough, but makes it work.
How long did it take for you to kind of balance it out? To kind of find that balance and be able, okay, I can do this week and kind of schedule everything. Because I feel like that's like, you have to have good time management to really kind of be able to do both.
So actually this weekend I have practice on Sunday, but Sonoma Winter Jam, it's Saturday, Sunday. But it's just one of those big things that that's the only time I'll put drifting over softball. But that's what I'm doing for this weekend. So
what got you into drifting specifically? Because the drifting's, I think with people, for those who aren't, like I'm still learning a lot of like motorsports in general as well. And my own experience, like just having covered Formula E back in the day.
Yeah.
Talk about like what got you into drifting? Because you said your brother did a sprint car,
Yeah.
and then your father, your dad did boat. So where did you get drifting? Please don't say Tokyo Drift, because
No, actually, social media. That's where I first saw it, and I was like, "Wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life." Like, I thought it was cooler than what my brother does.
Mhm.
Like, I love my brother, but I thought it was cooler. And boats weren't really my thing because it's
water.
I don't want to drown or something. But I saw it, and then I was actually up in Oregon for my brother's race.
Mm.
And right down the street, my dad called me and told me there's like a drift event, like right next to the dirt track. And I was like, oh, I'm going. So I got my first ride along from this dude named Rudy Hansen.
Mm.
He's now in pro Formula Drift, and got my first ride along. And yeah, now I'm here. So
If you had a chance to go pro in one or the other, which one would you choose?
for what?
If you had a chance to go pro, is like softball or drifting?
Definitely softball.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I may ask you, just what? So when did you start playing softball?
I was like 6.
Okay, so
yeah.
So you started softball after you started technically after you started driving.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been 5. It was something 5 or 6, but it was just a little buffer gap in between. But I mean, being a girl in motorsports, it's just such a like hard thing to do sometimes. If you're around the right crowd, then yeah, it's easier, but it's still so.
Let me ask you on that one, because the one thing I've learned in my time, just kind of this first year, really kind of diving in motorsports and learning all of it, it is a male-dominated sport historically, right?
Yeah.
But there is a lot more female representation nowadays. F1 Academy is a big thing.
Yeah.
Danica Patrick back in the day with NASCAR. You're doing the drift scene now. To talk about what it's like being a girl in, not just a girl in motorsport, but also one who's really come up in motorsports almost her whole life.
So, growing up, I always knew it was male dominated. When I would go out to either my dad or brother's races, I'd always see like probably very limited amount of female. But just knowing that you have at least one person's support behind you, it really just blocks everything else out. But you can see like there's this girl named Amanda Sorensen. She's in Formula Drift as well, but pro spec, and she is just like, she doesn't care what people think. It's just she is there to drive, and that's what she does. And that's how I feel too. I mean, that's also why I like softball more, because it's softball, it's own girls. But just having that support from some like guys in that sport really helps. But honestly, I don't think it's that terrible with the whole male-dominated field, but sometimes it gets to me.
If I may ask, has there been any kind of moment you kind of felt like the odd one out?
Oh,
If that
yeah,
makes sense.
definitely.
Is there anyone, if I may ask?
There's no one, like, nothing in specific, or, I mean, just, like, when guys are talking, like, just about their cars, I just feel, like, left out, like, because
But
I
I mean,
don't think I know anything.
I was gonna say, but you know your stuff, like.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up around it,
Right.
so.
What's been, you know, through your career, what's been your father's and your brother's kind of reactions to your career, and how you've kind of grown into this?
I mean, they really like seeing me out there in the shop working on cars. They really just enjoy working with me as well, because being my dad, some bolts I can't get, so he uses his dad muscles. So I need him by my side quite a bit, but I learn all my stuff from him and my brother and my mom too. She's out there quite a bit. But yeah, they love seeing me out there.
What was your first race like? Your first drift race?
Oh, okay. This is a throwback. Whoa.
Only the hard-hitting questions. You've seen the podcast. You know, only the hard-hitting questions here.
Yeah. Wow. What year was that? Like 23, maybe?
Also recent.
22. Yeah.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I was out at Stockton Fairgrounds, so local, and it's just an open like parking lot, and it has like barriers around it. But there's like my first time really having my own car that's a manual. So I was getting used to that. And there's this guy there, which I bought the car from. He taught me how to like just control like understeer and popping the clutch, doing donuts, figure eights. So that was just like the core foundation day. That's where I learned all the basics and stuff.
How many times did you hit the wall?
I did smack the wall once. If you,
So I feel like it's interesting because I feel like, and I say this from my time just like sim racing and like learning how to drive without any kind of traction, especially in a Formula car, because it's so easy. Just the minute you slam on the gas, you're just already spinning with it, right? And I feel like in drift, the part of the learning process is kind of you want to get close to the wall if I have this right, but you don't want to touch it. And I feel like part of that learning process is smacking the wall.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, I have to ask how many times?
So my hardest one where I actually like crashed was last year at Winter Jam.
Oh, snap. Okay. So
yeah. So just over a year ago, I was doing tandems with this truck and I couldn't see the wall past him. And no shade to that guy either, but I just couldn't see that wall, and I smacked my left rear on the wall, and it brought me straight, because it's like those big
straight into it.
Yeah, it brought my left front into the wall too, so it was like a double whammy.
Do you have like, since softball, you have like film study for your swings or watching the pit? Do you have film study for?
I mean, I have GoPros everywhere.
So you can see like.
Yeah, I wear my meta glasses. I have a GoPro on top of my car, like over there, because we have roll bars. So I put it over there on the cage so it sees like what I'm doing, my footwork. I have a lot of angles and stuff. So
how far would you say you've kind of grown as a drifter?
I've grown a lot. Like from when I started doing it, I was like, wow, I don't know if this is going to work out. But I just watch videos. There's so many instructional videos out on YouTube, even TikTok or Instagram. Like it just helps so much. And I got my own simulator at home too. Still trying to figure that one out. That one's harder than drifting in real life. Like, but then I got a car with more horsepower, just bigger engine, and yeah.
I feel like the sims are very interesting because
I
have mine for fun, and it kind of lets me kind of learn a lot about just the scene in general. I've also learned about 5 a.m. wake up calls for races. Something I don't miss during the latter half of F1 year.
Yeah,
but. Sims are interesting because a lot of pro race drivers use them in general to kind of learn cars, different settings, all that type of stuff. But you also do miss they also don't get the full feel of the car. I think you can attest to that. Like once you actually in the driver's seat, all 4 wheels on the concrete. I mean, how do you? Again, I know I'm kind of diving into the weeds here, but like talk about just like learning from the sim and kind of taking that experience into the actual car and what that's like.
It's definitely way different because you can't feel the car shifting because you're just stationary.
Right.
But just knowing, like, I've ran Winter Jam on my simulator. It's this big old track.
So you do it more familiarized with the track and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get used to it and know like where to initiate, where to like turn back, or just like all that stuff. When to pull my handbrake, when to tap my brake, like all that stuff. It really helps with that. Even if I crash into a wall or like I'm not even on the track on the sim, it's just still helps.
Right. I think that's the best part of sim racing. The damage is like, oh,
yeah,
I gotta pay for this.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
You've been with Liberty Softball all 4 years on for 3.
Well, right now 3, but hopefully 4 for my senior year.
Oh, so you'll be a 4-year senior.
Probably.
Essentially.
I'm not gonna, well, I don't want to.
I know.
Yeah.
With that said, what has been your teammates and Brandy and Cindy's reaction to you drifting? I mean, I'm assuming they know. If not, they'll know after this podcast. But.
No, yeah, they know. They like it, and they also know that I always put softball first. This is actually like the only really time I'm missing a practice, but they understand that and they support me with it too, and they think it's pretty cool.
I was gonna say when you first told them, like, if I may ask, what was their reaction?
I don't even remember. I think they're kind of like, oh, what? Like, you do this? Like, what? Yeah, just kind of maybe like that. I couldn't give you, like, quotes, but, yeah.
I have to ask you about the season that was last year. I won't ask about the last game. But just talk about what this journey's been like, because the one thing with this program has been how much it's kind of just, like, exploded onto the scene, right? I remember talking, my first year covering y'all, I remember talking with Paige and just how different the program was then compared to now. What's it been like for you kind of being a part of this?
Me personally or just the whole team?
You personally. Like,
So, I actually have quite, like, interesting background with softball because I actually quit for a while due to, like, mental health stuff.
Okay.
So, like, it goes pretty deep back there. That was, like, beginning of freshman year. I took, like, a 6 no pun intended, 6 or 7 month break. Sorry, no pun. Like, that's so serious.
Kind of, you know.
But then I got right back into it. It was very hard. I didn't like get much playing time, but I was still around the girls. Then sophomore year, I got this one game. I went in at third and made a great backhand. I remember it so vividly, but I just started playing. Then I started my first game, and then that led to more starts. Then junior year, it was fun. We made it really far, even leaving like the last day of school early or something to get to Salinas.
We won't go into Salinas, don't worry.
It's, yeah.
There's a whole episode Juan and I did about Salinas, like probably a 40-minute episode we did on Salinas. For those who are wondering, watch that one, trust me. But I mean, just the journey itself, because when you think about this program, where it's been and where it's heading, I mean, so now there's a state tournament this year, right? Yeah. The current direction has you guys going into that. Yeah. The way everything kind of looks, not to take it for granted, but the way it kind of looks. To see all this success going to your senior year, right? When you look back at the journey, what's it like for you kind of seeing everything?
Well, it's just like freshman year and sophomore year is kind of all a blur. I mean, sophomore year we went, I don't even remember where we placed.
College Park.
Oh, yeah.
In the semis.
Second.
I was late to that game too.
Oh,
I remember that.
I actually remember that game. I'm not gonna call anyone out, but someone forgot their pants. So I'm not gonna say names, but you know who you are.
I'll get it out of Brandy and Cindy next month. Yeah. No, I remember how windy that game was.
Yeah.
And I remember, it's funny because I remember talking with Juan about it because we always talk. The podcast started from our phone calls after games, and so we always talked after, like we have covered whichever. And I remember telling him, he goes, like, what happened? I'm like, oh, the girls lost. And he goes, he was surprised because the biggest thing we noticed, and the biggest thing I noticed with this team is just y'all hitting, which I'll go into in a second, is the hitting is just insane. Yeah. It's just insane. It's crazy how, like, it can be so dominant and then it can be so dormant for, like, half a game and then just be clutch at the end. I've covered, like, junior college softball. I've covered high school before. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
To y'all credit. And I remember just telling him, like, oh, they just didn't hit. I told him, like, I got a feeling about this team. A year later, we're driving down 3 hours to Salinas. Yeah. for the North Cal final. They're like, are you sure you have to go? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I had to fight my editors, my publishers, because they're like, you don't need to go 3 hours. I'm like, it's the North Cal final. We kind of do. We were going to go no matter what. I was trying to make sure I was going clocked in. But it's crazy, like, seeing how far this program's especially from the stories that I've heard beforehand. I want to ask you one thing. The one thing I've noticed with watching your patience at the plate.
Yeah.
First off, kudos. Because I know in high school, everyone's just trying to hit everyone's trying to get a big hit, and I've seen you take more 3-0, 3-1 counts than anyone I've ever covered.
Yeah.
Where does that patience come from?
I've just always been a very disciplined, like, hitter and player kind of overall. I started training for hitting when I was, like, 7. So trained with Debbie Nelson. She's, I think, founder of All-American Sports Academy. But trained with her up until I was, like, 13. And, yeah, that just kind of all set it in. And then being coached by very great coaches, which are the Maciases, like, just installed even more discipline. So it just all translates to
you can say they haven't done anything for you. Don't worry. You can just be like, listen, but they were okay. But
they're good.
But what's it like, when you think about everyone you've coached with, and then next thing you know, you get a coach who's an All-American at a top university that's kind of been there, done it, right? What's it? I haven't asked anyone else this so far, so I think you're the first I'm asking this. What's it like working with Brandy and Cindy?
They're very straightforward. Like, if you're not getting it done, like, they will get on you, but they only mean it in a good way. But I've always thought about it, like, Coach Brandy, she's been all the way up there. She played at Iowa, like, all this stuff. Even coached at Purdue, I think. But just knowing, like, how much knowledge she has, I just feel so, like I've always been confident in her, like, always. But having that confidence in her that she's teaching me, like, what I need to know, just, like, puts more confidence back into me. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this done because I got this. Like, even Coach Cindy, like, they're both such great coaches, and I'm not even just saying that just because this is a podcast. But like, honestly, I've grown up around.
Way to save that part.
All right, come on.
No. But it's been really cool because like having worked with a lot of coaches here, and now seeing a little bit of turnover, especially at Liberty, where 4 or 5 coaches kind of dipped this 4 months alone. It's interesting seeing that sense of stability they've kind of put to the program. Let me ask you this: where do you've been Brentwood your whole life, right?
Yeah.
Ish, pretty much. Where do you think they are as far as like the great coaches that have come to this school?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? When you think about like, because the one thing I've learned with Liberty, there's so much history with that school, that community, right? You think about the Stoneburgers, Jageri, Partridge. Where do you feel they kind of fit? Because I feel like when they leave, they hopefully they don't leave anytime soon. But when they do, I feel like they're gonna go down as like right up there,
Yeah, I mean, probably the whole team will, because we made it pretty far. Like, just like as you said, we were just like explosive, just like boom, we're Liberty softball, like we're here. Because it used to be a huge like heritage thing. Like Heritage was so good. That was, I don't even know what year that was, like 2020 or something.
22 or something like that.
So I don't even know, but they were like the softball team, like whatever. But then we just came in, like boom, we're here, like let's go. But having like those coaches, I don't know like a whole bunch of history with the coaches. So like back in like whenever, like I don't know all them. But they're definitely leaving a huge impact on softball and the school itself.
What's it like for you to be a part of it?
It's like the best thing. Even going to practice,
right. And I asked that because like this program, what they've done, what y'all did last year, really, it's going to be one of those things where it may be like in conversation for Liberty Hall of Fame, like 10 years down the road or whatever. And I say that because I remember covering the Hall of Fame induction last April. Yeah, last April. They had the 2005 volleyball team, I think it was. One of the mid 2000s teams. And I was thinking, and I saw them, I'm like, cool, everyone kind of coming back and all that kind of stuff, the success that they had. And looking at them, like, I told Juan immediately, I was like, softball is going to be in this conversation. They have to be first. It has to be first ballot, considering just when you think about softball in the area, it was Freedom for a long time, Heritage, obviously, just recently, and then now it's y'all.
Yeah.
So you're kind of part of that. You do realize that, right? Like,
yeah, I've thought about it like quite a bit. Like, wow, I might go down in history with this team. Like, that's something I hope happens, and I'm going to be very proud of everyone, including the coaches, if it does. But like, it's just a huge thing. This
is a big year for y'all.
Yeah.
You think about the window. Last year was like 3 seniors, 2, 3. Yeah. Now it's like you're one of like 10.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Talk about this window for y'all, and kind of if you guys are gonna, y'all won NCS, North Carolina up. Again, won't go into that. But now with the state tournament, with the full-on state tournament happening this year, in 26. Talk about this window for y'all, and what that kind of does for y'all going into the season, as far as like maybe an emphasis, a sense of urgency.
I mean, I feel like with Liberty, we don't really like rush ourselves. Like, we stay pretty laid back. Like, we don't care who we're playing, what type of game it is, whether it's championship of the whole country. Like, it's just a game of softball. Like, we want to win, but we treat everyone across the field with respect, and it's just another day, another game. So
Liberty to the moon, pretty much.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, like, come on.
But it's been so cool watching it, because like it's funny. I think everyone. I remember the first game I covered y'all. I think y'all were like 1, 2, 3 in a row. So I'm like, okay, time to turn. Let's see what's going on. And then y'all had a comeback. It was like a comeback win. I want to say against Central Catholic. And then next thing you know, like I wasn't allowed to leave.
Yeah.
And then everything else kind of happened. So it's been so dope watching y'all.
Yeah.
What would you say you have more memorable moments in race, drifting or softball?
Like, if I could describe one? Or?
If there's any, like, not crashing the car, but if there's any, like, memorable moments that you can really recall? Like, what would you say you'd have more? You've had more moments in? Was it be drifting? Was it be softball?
Definitely softball.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I mean, every weekend, even for travel, we're going out to Colorado, LA, Arizona. Like, I just have so many memories with a whole bunch of people because I've been on a few teams, but I've known Macias for such a long time, and Caitlin, Kate, Kelsey, all those girls. I've just bonded with all of them, and it's just really fun.
You were at their signing day. What was it like, kind of watching them a couple weeks ago and actually have that moment? That's a big moment.
Yeah.
Even nowadays, when like with social media and all this kind of stuff, I'm committing here and things for this. To see your peers, your friends, to see your teammates kind of put pen to paper like that, what was like kind of being a part of that?
I mean, since I've known them for so long, it was just like, wow, I can't believe like it's all like coming to an end in the high school sense, and we're all going to go off our separate ways. But it was just really great watching them, knowing they're going to like go really far in college.
If I may ask, do you have any offers? Do you have any? Is college softball thing?
Yeah. Okay. Definitely a thing. Yeah, I'm going. That's definitely the plan. I think I don't remember what tournament it was, but I think it was in LA. I got some pretty good looks. Also from like San Jose State, where Bella Rice is going. Full name, and also UNLV.
Complete name drop here for it.
Full name. And then also UNLV. Too. Those are kind of like my main two. Major wise too. What
do you want to major in?
Aeronautical engineering or aerospace. Or San Jose actually has aviation. I really want to, I'm very aviation.
Is flying like the next?
That's my next.
This is why we clicked. Because growing up, I was like, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a pilot. Like, I was flying ever since I was like 9 months. Like, my mom was like, we're going on a plane and going across the world to the Philippines. I'm just kind of laying there like, I can't do anything about this. Yeah. So, but I've always loved flying. Like, it's so funny. Like, when Chaz and I fly to New York and we hit turbulence, like, over the Rockies, over, like, just getting over the Midwest, she'll start freaking out. And I'm just like, this is it.
Let's go. Turbulence.
I love it. It's so fun. She freaks out, and I'm like, look, it's probably gonna be a bumpy ride. The plane could rip in half, but we'll see what happens. You know.
I mean, it's fun, so it's fine.
What got you in aviation?
I think just always being around it. We don't travel that much, but when we do, it's just like one of those things I really like. Because what do you mean we're in a big old like flying coffin in a way? I'm just kidding.
I'm clipping that for sure.
No, put that out. Sorry, I don't even know how much.
It's a great way to put that.
Like tons, like a lot, and they're just flying so easily. Like whoa, like engineering is totally insane. Like I want to fly that. I want to do that. I want to work on those. Like I want to be an engineer. Like all that stuff. Just knowing how the whole plane works and just however much that pays probably like. I mean, depending.
It pays well.
Yeah, but it's just like I just want to do that. I want to be a pilot. I want to fly a plane.
Have you always had that sense of like how? I think because a lot of car people in general, they're very mechanical, like seeing how it works. My wife's family is just like that. Have you always kind of been very curious and like just the mechanical part of how all that goes?
Yeah, I mean, just watching like landing gears, like they look so simple, but when you see it, like, oh my gosh, they're like insane. Like what? So it's just like always been a huge curiosity to me. I want to learn more about it. But yeah, it's just,
you ever thought about going after your pilot's license or?
I really was gonna start flight school. But my mom doesn't want me like. She's scared of me going there.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she scared of flying heights in the flight in general, or if I may ask?
No, just me.
Just you flying.
Just me being in control of the plane.
So the drifting we're okay with.
Yeah, just not in
just not like 10,000 feet in the air.
No. Yeah.
I still can't get over the flying coffin part.
Oh my god! What if you think about it?
We've had some great quotes on this pod. That's for sure. Usually it's my ridiculousness, but usually that's pretty up there. What was the furthest you ever flown?
I don't know, not that far. Like I've never been out of the country.
When you guys go to Colorado, do you guys drive up or?
Oh, definitely not drive.
You fly?
One of my teammates drive, but we fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing that 10 hours, that 12, 14-hour drive.
Yeah,
whatever.
no.
Nah.
I've driven to
totally
Oklahoma before.
Okay.
But
that's not as bad, honestly.
We went through a blizzard.
That makes it kind of worse.
Yeah, a little.
No, because Oklahoma, like, we drove back from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we drove back it was a couple days. We stopped Albuquerque, which I learned they called the ABQ, which I found it to be the most fascinating thing in the entire drive. Arizona, and then Vegas. And then the hood, that's Bakersfield.
Oof.
But no, the Oklahoma drive is not that bad. Like, the drive from that part of the country, I should say.
Yeah.
Like, it's a couple days, but it's really...
I feel like there's nothing really out there. It's just like land.
That's the best part. You just go through.
It looks like just like I-5 going all the way through. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. But
getting back to the race, just to win a gem this Saturday, what's at stake for the race? Is it kind of like it's like a showcase race? Is there money at stake?
It's more just like what I'm doing. There's actually you can win your license for Formula Drift.
Oh, snap. Okay.
But I'm not going to do that yet. That's more of a next year thing.
Okay.
So a little like preview to next year.
Is it going to Formula Drift? Going into Formula Drift, is that something you kind of looking forward to doing?
That's really what I want to do too. Because softball isn't going to last forever. Like pro, that's like, you know how many little
it's
like
getting right.
It's very like I would love to go play pro, but just when I'm like 40 years old or something, like I want to have a fun hobby and go drifting, whether I take that to Formula Drift or not. But Sonoma is more just like have fun, go throw your car at other people's cars. Like, am I that funny?
The best way to put it.
you just throw your car around. Like,
no, it's
so much fun.
It's just saying throwing your car at other people's cars. I'm just like, demolition derby, great.
I mean,
here we go.
Sometimes it's gonna be raining, so
See, I hate driving in the rain.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an abs... I can't say the word on pod. I am completely scared driving it. Only because, like, a lot of it's from my time here covering crashes. And I'm just like, I don't want that life.
Yeah.
How much more of a challenge, and because of the weather, how much does that kind of add? How do you prepare for that?
So, obviously, like, with drifting, you're going sideways, right? And even just, like, you said you cover crashes, like, it's so easy to lose traction.
It's not a point of pride, just so you know.
Well, yeah, but just the way like cars can just step on the gas and your rear wheels are spinning, like boom, like whatever. But in drifting wise, like you're already going sideways, like that's your goal. But it just makes it so much more slick when it's raining. So you kind of just ease off on the gas, like you don't gotta do. Well, I kind of bang it off the limiter sometimes, but I'll probably be like not wide open, but half, because I just don't want to crash again like last year. So trying to keep it away from the wall this time.
Try not to have to repeat what happened a year ago.
Yeah.
Have you drifted in the rain before? Are you kind of experienced it? Have you been used to that?
Yeah, I drifted a little. Yeah.
I have to ask only because this feels relevant for the Bay Area. Your thoughts on slideshows?
I don't partake.
I know you don't. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that.
No, yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, and I asked that because I was thinking of this on the way here. I was gonna lead off with this question, and I was like, okay, she may walk out of my ass this stupid ass question, so I'm not gonna. Let me kind of start somewhere serious. I asked that because talking to you, who's a drift racer on the way up. My money says you do. You get if your Formula license next year. And seeing the sideshows, I'm just like, she can do this in her sleep.
Yeah, I don't even like.
And I'm kind of curious, like your thoughts on this kind of. I mean, it's all social. Obviously, living here, we see it on social media all the time. Like your thoughts on it.
I really don't like it because it poses such a big threat to just normal civilians just trying to get home from work or whatever. Because most of them go on at night or stuff. And I see it all over my Instagram, and I just like see fewer posts because I don't really care for it. And also like I don't know if you've seen these guys like do donuts around police. Like I really just don't have a liking for it at all.
Right. Has anyone ever asked you if you'd ever partake in one?
No, actually.
Okay.
I don't think anyone has.
And I'm just curious because just considering what you do, the fact that you can do it relatively easy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it will kind of make sense, but awesome. Yep. Thank you so much for coming in. This was fun. Having me, This was fun. Until the flying coffin part. Great.
All right.
Madison Tuttle, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Press Talk Sports Live whenever we get a chance to record, we try to shed the light on sports and sports stories here around East County. We are presented by the Brentwood Press newspaper for as low as $20 a year. You too can get a subscription to the Brentwood Press. Go to thepress.net and click on subscribe for more. For the next great Madison Tuttle, I am Jeff Weisinger. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you soon. Take care, everyone, and happy holidays.